Hi everyone, it's your girl Whitney Luna, and the topic of today is nothing will get you into inner alignment faster than this. Not any meditations, not any crystals, none of that. What actually gets you into inner alignment a lot faster, I'm talking like within days, weeks, I don't even want to give a time frame, but basically what really speeds up the process is you living in your truth and you doing what it is that you were sent here to do. And it could be a multitude of things. It could be maybe you're meant to knit beautiful quilts. Maybe you're meant to start a business, that has to do with spirituality and heals, adds that healing energy to the world. Because I think a lot of people think that the only way to heal or the only thing that is healing energy is crystals, Reiki, medicine that you get at the pharmacy. Like that's not, well, I'm talking about a form of healing. And if you are on this journey, you have a healing energy. You're the divine feminine. There's definitely something healing about you. There's a light about you that you are meant to share with the world, whatever that may be. Like I said, one of the things I'm meant to do on this journey was to start this channel and to share my spiritual knowledge with the collective. And I noticed, when I entered the dark night of the soul, it was probably one of the most confusing times in my life because I thought I was doing everything right. I was doing Reiki on myself. I was doing spiritual baths, and it did help me in many ways. It did help me to stay grounded during that difficult time. But spirit was also very loud and saying to me, you need to start the channel. You need to talk about spirituality and you need to talk about your own journey to help other people that are going through the same thing. And I kept procrastinating heavy. I was like, no, maybe if I lose some more weight or something before I start it, or maybe if I change my hair a little bit, like once this changes in my life, then I'll get into it or I'll start making videos. Like I kept pushing it off until spirit got very loud and was like, look, nothing is changing. You're depressed. It was at the point where, it was like kind of like that whole treadmill lifestyle where it's just like every day was the same. Nothing was getting better. If anything, things were just getting worse. And then finally I was like, okay, I made one video and it was like, it completely changed everything. I felt energy moving through me to the point that it was really painful and I had to lay down. I didn't go to the doctor or the hospital because I knew it was spiritual, but that was kind of the sign that I needed to experience or see to say, okay, this really is about you getting into alignment. Yes, it is about spirituality 100%. I know for me, because I'm a life path number 7. So my life is meant to be very spiritual. My whole purpose is meant to be very spiritual. So that's something that I had to get into alignment with. However, it may be something entirely different for you. Maybe you're meant to knit beautiful quilts that are bought by people around the world. And that is a form of healing energy, because a lot of people think that healing energy is just Reiki, crystals, medication, right? Like those are basically, I guess you could say, the most common forms of healing that people think of. People don't think, oh, well, you know what? When I listen to my favorite CD, that provides a form of healing for me. When I feel anxious or I have a depressive episode, whatever it is that you're experiencing, and you have something like that you turn to, that singer, that artist provided a healing energy. It was made with love. They're performing with love. Like, I know this sounds crazy, but that's the form of healing energy that you are meant to share with the world. Just like how I'm making these videos. I was meant to share my spiritual experiences with the collective in hopes of helping others that are on a similar journey, that are confused, that are unsure of what to do, how to do it. And I'm kind of here saying, well, you know what? You are probably meant to do something different than what you're doing. And not to knock a 9-to-5. I have a 9-to-5. I love my job, but doing this on the side, yeah, it can be exhausting. There's times where I have to really push myself, but I do notice the difference when I actually do this versus times when I don't. I can tell when I haven't shot a video for a while. I try to shoot a few times a week, even though I don't post as frequently, just because it keeps the energy flowing and I can feel the energy moving through me each time. Because this is keeping me in alignment with who it is or what it is that I'm meant to do, right? And it keeps my vibration high. Going back to the Kundalini that you experience when you find your twin flame, and that heightened sensitivity, the heightened sensory, that's kind of the appetizer that the universe gives you to say, okay, this is what you're going to have once you raise your vibration. You know, the open chakras, you experience all that. Yes, and it doesn't stay, because after that, the twin flame separation happens and you go through the dark night of the soul. But you can get there if you actually get into alignment with who it is that you're meant to be. I guarantee, I'm telling you from experience, that whole feeling, that higher vibration does come back, but you do need to get into alignment with who it is that you are. And I guarantee, if you're watching my channel and you like my channel and you're the divine feminine, there's definitely something healing you're meant to do in the world. I'm going to give another example of healing. And this is a kind of interesting interview that I saw years ago. I was probably 7 or 8 when I saw this, but still to this day I think about it, because it was such a, just what he said, it just hit me, even though I didn't fully understand what he was saying. But I've said in other videos, I've always been spiritual. So I always kind of, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just going to get into the story. So the guy that played the gentle giant in The Green Mile, I forget his name. I feel awful for forgetting his name. He was being interviewed and he was talking about that movie. And he said, you know, after I did that movie, I noticed I was being approached by people that were different from the other movies that I've made. And, or something like that. Or maybe that was his first movie. I can't remember. Anyways, and he said, I remember one older lady came up to me and said, you cured my arthritis. After I saw that movie, I haven't suffered from arthritis since. And he was, you know, I don't think they really got, that's all I remember from that interview. And it really stuck with me. And I remembered it on this journey. And I was like, you know, that's what it is. That's the healing energy. That it may sound crazy. You know, you may write something and it heals something within somebody because of that healing energy that you have. You may become a therapist and you end up healing a lot of people just from listening, just from talking to people. I'm sure there's been times where you've spoken to people and they're like, wow, I feel so much better talking to you, because I feel heard, because your energy is very calming, whatever it is. Like, there's something very healing about you, or there's something about you that you need to get into alignment and share it with the world, whatever it is. And it could be a huge thing or it could be just a minor thing, but even just that minor thing is helping others. So, I mean, it's not really my place to tell you what it is that you're meant to do. I guarantee spirit is very loud, just like it was very loud with me. Spirit was very, very loud in telling me, you know, you need to start this channel. You need to do this. Yes, the aura cleanses are great. Yes, the shadow work is wonderful. But stepping into alignment is the key. That's the whole purpose of the twin flame journey. It is not the love. It is not the whole, you know, how people have turned it into soulmates and running into the sunset. It is not about that. And I'm sorry to burst the bubble of whatever facade people are trying to push with this, but that's not what twin flames are about. It's about stepping into your purpose. And I guarantee once you step into your purpose, a lot of the fatigue will start to go away. A lot of the depression will start to go away. You might lose some weight. You might put on a little bit of weight, whatever it is that you like, you're wanting to happen. You might notice your skin starts to change. Your eyes look different. Your eyes look clearer. Like, it just, you notice changes when you get into alignment. And you'll notice when you fall out of it, that you start to go back to the old ways of thinking, and the dark night starts to creep up, and that's when you're like, okay, you know, it's time to get back into alignment. Maybe I put it off for a few days. Maybe I've just been getting lazy, because I definitely experienced that. If I kind of get lazy with the videos, I start to fall back. So I think that's it for this video. I hope it made sense. I love you guys so much. Well, take care.